What's up, everybody? What's up? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hold up. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Come on, we gotta go. I'm not in SoFi no more, but we're gonna talk about it. All right. So good on mic, good on camera, right? What's up, Shelly? What's up, Roll Life? What's up, Nisha? Arnisha? So I'm putting on a smile. Your boy is still struggling, best believe. I had to go to the hospital. I had some things going on, and I need to get checked out by the VA still. But I had to get out of my funk, had to get a haircut, had to get out of the house, had to just try my best, kind of reset, and then just try to get my mind right. I am still not 100%, but I put on a good face. At least I think so. At least I think so. What up, Cali? When did you get out? I gotta look. I got out before, so it ran up to like 12:30. Like today, I was out before it even ran up. So I didn't catch the run up. I actually got out down like, I don't know, 8 to 10%. So I just wasn't feeling it. I just got out. But y'all probably had the opportunity to take profits, but it is what it is. Good evening. And I only had one contract. So, but yeah, that was like on my deathbed type of move, if I'm not mistaken. What's up, Sheila? Okay, so I don't have a lot of time. So for those that are here, I want to give you a quick update, and then we're gonna roll into some other things. I'm gonna get as much done as I can within the next 30 minutes. Okay, so one, your boy is still alive. Two, we hit 100 members. So I know we're over that right now, but thank you so much for everybody that's here that kind of has faith in me and trust me to be a part of your journey, and for choosing me as your coach, mentor, or whoever you see me as, or just rocking, because I'm learning and growing too. So thank you so much for being here. I will continue to do my best to provide as much value as I can to your tiers. But essentially, my goal is to go above and beyond the tier perks that you see, and hopefully y'all have been seeing that. I think I'm doing a good amount, and hopefully we're all winning because of it. But I'll continue to do that. I mean, until, I don't know, till the night closes. I have no idea. But your boy, as long as I'm here, as long as I'm breathing, I'm going to show up. And that's just how it is. So I appreciate everybody for helping me hit 100. Well, and now we're in April, and my goal is for us to hit 3,000 subscribers. And the problem with that is that your boy's still going to be like the same old. I'm not going to try to pump out more content or anything like that. I'm just going to do my best to put out the quality content, and anything I put out is designed to be of value. So to be a play or whatever, that we're getting in and we're hitting home runs, grand slams, knocking it out of the park. We on that rail train. We're gonna keep it going. All right. So that is the ultimate goal. And this channel is gonna grow based on your word of mouth, and you guys just sticking with me and rocking with me. All right. So those that are not members, or those that are not in the Discord, I'm always over there. I'm always giving plays. And I'm answering questions, and I'm doing a lot over there. So if you don't see me on YouTube, that's because I put my attention to those in the Discord while I was ill. So I didn't want to make videos, but I did not abandon those that are paid members, because that's not cool. So I do my best to chime in and do what I can. All right. So it sounds glitchy. All right. Let me pause. Every time I talk, like, I say a lot and then like something goes wrong. So is the sound good or bad? I need a 1 in the chat. Is the sound good or bad? 1 is good, 2 is bad. Okay, so what's up, Eric? I'm gonna count that as a 1. All right. Hopefully it's better. I did move my mic closer, so hopefully that that helps a little bit. Come on, Shelly, refresh your page, because right now I think it's just you, unfortunately. Hey, shout out to you, Kylie, for seeing the run up and taking your profits, because everybody should have been up on SoFi, 100%. But you're in charge of your own portfolio. I can't keep you up to date on everything that I do. Sometimes you just got to move the way you move, and ultimately it's not a big deal if you're still in it. You just dollar cost average into that position, leading into earnings, which is in May. So you can do that or whatever. You're not down for the count. Just know that. All right. So thank you for being here. So those are a couple things there. Now my thumbnail is representative of Walmart. Now, Walmart isn't the only play we hit on. That just happens to be one of the biggest plays we hit on for the past couple days or weeks. We knocked it out of the park on Tesla. We knocked it out of the park on Walmart. We did the same thing on the SPY even today. On that run up, I called that at 99, and we ran it up to like 175 plus, right? I think it might have been 180. So we've been killing the calls. And we will continue to do so. Thank you, Harlem. What's up, bro, for hitting that 1. Now that's weird. Now it's glitching. Voice is cutting. All right, hold up. All right, everybody's on different frequencies. I want to try my best not to screw something up where output. We're gonna try this. Hit and apply. Let me know if you can hear me. All right, I just reset something. I need a 1 if we're good, and a 2 if we're not good. Give me a 2 if we're worse, and give me a 1 if we're better or good. I'm watching nothing. All right, awesome. All right, awesome. Let's go. All right, so that was my whole spiel on the whole members thing. So we will continue to grow at the pace to which we are growing. I'm not trying to blow this up. I'm trying to have a close-knit group that's looking to learn and grow together, and that's exactly what we'll do. Now, I'm almost done with the business. Okay, so we're gonna do this stream, and then later in the night, I'm gonna do a live stream, but it's gonna be for anglers and megalodons only. Why? Because that is gonna be our monthly chart analysis, our monthly strategy. Okay, Sunday we'll do a weekly for the orcas, the anglers, and the megalodons. All right, so just know that. Hey, what up, Arlen? Arlen's a dolphin. Welcome. Arlen, I thought you were already a member. Thanks for being a member again, big dog. Maybe I'm tweaking. Cut Walmart too soon, but in profit. Thank you. All good. Hey, that's good money. All right, so we're good there. That's the order of business. Now we're gonna get into the charts, and then I'm gonna try to do a rapid fire analysis, and I will be taking call outs from members as priority. So if your name ain't green, then you're probably not gonna get called on if there's somebody else that's asking for things right now. Okay, so any questions before I dive into the Walmart chart, and then we'll get into it. Just know this is kind of like your stream. Okay, this is like our 15 to 30 minute rapid fire chart analysis. So yeah, so what I just said. So you'll get what you get. You get what you make it. Okay, I'm gonna update a setting here, and then I'm going to switch the chart over very soon. Seattle. AMZN. Okay, we'll get into that. All right, so this is your first stream. It's your boy's first stream in a minute. All right. So as I switch over, before I continue, please let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. All right. One thing I have not been doing or getting is a lot of super chats. It is what it is. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But I do have a goal there of 5. So if we hit 5 super chats, then I will do a public live stream trading futures. If the if the 5 super chats come from members specifically, then it will be a members only live stream. Okay, just know that's what it'll be. But as of right now, I do that for our megalodons a couple times a month. All right. Okay, so let's talk about Walmart real quick. All right, so Walmart, I call Walmart when the contract was $29, right? So let me make sure we're on the same page here, and I don't want to be on this for too long. Where's my downloads? I don't want to be on this for too long, but right there, this is the contract that we grabbed. Okay, $29 contract for Walmart, expiring this week in 2 days. Right? I grabbed 3 of them. I should have grabbed more, but you know, it is what it is. I didn't. Some of you did. So we got that, and then it actually ran. So this is $144, and it actually ran higher than this. Okay, it ran much higher than this. So shout out to y'all, whoever went on that run. Now, that was an overall 500+% play, and that was the rail train, right? That's an OG rail train right there, and I'm happy to have seen so many people send screenshots and just share the fact that they ate off of Walmart and on multiple occasions. So how did we get there, right? This is a quick play review. Now, I want everybody to know this is a public live stream. However, play reviews for options are traditionally for members only, okay? That is something that we will do weekly. And yeah, but right now, because I'm crunch time and we're celebrating 100 members and I haven't done a live stream in a minute, I'm kind of combining it all right now. And that is what it is. I'm going to dive into this. Sorry, I'm a little scattered, y'all. I'm just trying to catch up. My brain's trying to catch up with everything. But I need to grab a link here quick. Okay, and all right. Here is the link to be a member. I will pin this to the top in case anybody's interested. I was late getting in, but I still got profit. Shout out to you, Denise. D-Nice. Yo, but yeah, if you're interested in becoming a member, follow that link, all right? And just look at the tiers and then choose the one that works best for you. Essentially, if you're a newer trader, the higher the tier, the better, because that's the more information and knowledge you gain. All right, so that being said, looking at Walmart, we got in Monday, March 31st. Now, I've been watching it well before here, and I was patient waiting for this moment. Remember, I called Walmart as far as getting in on longs, right? Because we were looking for entry. Let me just zoom out here to my 65-minute. Right. So I believe I called Walmart here originally. Here, because I had went ahead and showed you guys this demand zone. Hopefully you can see my screen okay. I showed everybody the demand zone for Walmart, And then I said this would be my DCA into a long position, like for a long-term hold, right? And then also call options. I didn't get into call options right away. I wasn't thinking about it. I was just thinking about adding to my portfolio for my retirement fund, right? So we got in here and we were waiting and trying to hop into more positions here. But look at the notes, right? So demand zone would be our entry one. If you can see behind demand zone, let me see if I can switch that around. So you can see that it says DCA entry one. Okay, so every time we hit this level, I was like, yep, it's time to buy calls. Anytime we're in this zone, it's time to buy shares, right? So what did we do? I just held on, and every time we came down, I just bought a little bit more Walmart. I don't remember getting to calls or anything like that. Maybe we did. Actually, I think we did. I just can't remember. For a couple quick snipes. So from here, we probably ran it up to the DCA entry 2. And then if we exceeded this, then, I had the other take profit targets or whatever. So again, but these DCA entries were for long positions, like for adding to my shares. Okay, so I wasn't afraid to buy up and average up into Walmart, right? Now, here's the funny. Your boy accidentally sold his shares of Walmart thinking I was selling the contract of Walmart on my IRA. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, that happened, but I guess I'm not too worried about it because we're right back where we started. So it is what it is. Now, that being said, I have been watching Walmart from here, and I was waiting for this to happen, right? I was waiting for us to fall and get rejected at my DCA level 2, and then I was looking for us to fall into this demand zone for call options. This is exactly where we nailed this, where I called the play. Okay, this is exactly where I called the play. The moment I seen this hammer, this wick, I was confident that we were likely just go up. All right. Now, I could have been wrong, and my stop loss though was below our the bottom of the demand of 83.47, which I did call out as well. So if you got into play, shout out to you because we ran this up, right? Not only did we do that, we got another zone to which we played. So we played 2 zones on Walmart. Where am I? Yeah, so we played 2 zones. So some people that missed this entry right here, I did call this. I did draw it up and called another entry move for those that missed the original boat, because I seen people contemplating jumping in or stating that they're just gonna let it go. So what did I do? I just went ahead, looked at the chart for everybody, and told you of another entry point, which we did, right? So shout out to you if you grabbed it. You might have not gotten the entire move like I was able to do, or some of us was able to do, but you did do this. And shout out to those that did not play out of fear, right? Because I've seen a lot of people thinking about exiting, but I didn't. And there was a reason for it, and that's because how I chart stuff. Now, going forward through Walmart, only thing you had to do was really pay attention to the EMA. I mean, we respected the 21-day EMA the entire time, so I was not afraid of any type of pullback as we were approaching our levels, okay? Even this is always weak, but this is before, this is pre-market, and then we pumped again. But truthfully, before market close is when I got out. I got out right here, right, of those 3 contracts that I had, but that's because I was up a lot. So I was up like 317% off of this move. So what did we do? We took our profits, we took profits off the table, and then we hopped back in on another contract, right? And we rode the wave up. I only bought a single contract for I think $24 from here. And then what did we do? We wrote it up. Now, this was a YOLO. Like the second one was a YOLO for me, and that ran up. I forgot how much. I don't know if I'm here. Hold up. No, I held through here. I think this was the YOLO. Where is my after hours? April 1st. So today's the 2nd. So I got in here. Okay. So I exited my play, not here, but here. Okay. And the reason why is because you start to see weakness, right? Like this shows strength as we're going up, but the candlesticks was telling a different story, and I was seeing a little weakness. So I got a little scared, and then I see this triple top that happened. People were afraid that this was a double top, but I warned people not to bite that bait because it's not confirmed, right? It wasn't confirmed. But anyway, so this is where I got out of the 3 and I got back in on the 1, right? And then sure enough, we opened up with a nice pop. Maybe this is the double top day, right? This is the double top day. But nonetheless, I was coaching people through the whole time, not financial advice. So we entered a single contract here, right? People probably was afraid at 4 a.m. if you were watching the charts, but look what happened, right? I did not sell even at open, even though we were down. This was another level of mine, this green level. So unless we showed weakness below, I was pretty confident, or I was, I wasn't scared. I was playing my position the way I was supposed to play my position. And we rolled that up today, I don't know, what, 137%? So we killed it. It might have been more than that. All I know is that it equated to, almost 500% in totality of our trade. Okay. Now I did hold on. I could have got out, but it was a YOLO. It was a $24 YOLO for me, and so now that thing is worth nothing. If it opens up the way it is, it is what it is. I'm not really worried about it, but I was really set on. Yes, please, thank you. I was really set on us hitting our target max take profit of 90.80 and hitting that supply zone. Unfortunately, Trump had said what he had to say about tariffs, and we gotta wait and see what happens there. Thanks, baby. All right, so that did not happen. We got close enough. We got at $90, and once we seen a rejection here, it should have been a good sign for me just to get out and just take my wins before the close. But just didn't know what was gonna happen with the whole tariff thing. We play with fire a little bit. When you're playing the news, it is what it is. So that was it. So now we're back to where we started at open, and the same rules apply, y'all. I mean, the levels are the levels. So look how we are wicking here, right? We're wicking in demand, right? As long as we don't break demand, right? Let me make that nice and bold for you. As long as we don't break demand, then this is still a buying opportunity. Okay, I don't care what it says. I don't care. I don't care about these EMAs. I don't care about nothing. I know I see this sell-off, whatever. It is what it is. Guess what happens when the economy is trash? Right now, it's not technically the case, but guess what tends to go up, right? Consumer discretionaries. Your Walmarts, your Targets, not your Targets, but your Walmarts, your Dollar Generals and stuff like that. When money's tight and stuff like that, you're gonna shop, right? You're gonna shop for cheap and budget stuff. And Costco, nah. I'm not buying Costco if the price of my dollar is down. But anyway, that's it. So you can play this play all day if you want. If you see wicking happening like out of this demand zone, then you can ride this wave up. You can just ride it up to these take profit targets. You don't need to be greedy. Just play your game. All right, that's it. All right, so that is my soapbox on Walmart. That is how we knocked it out of the park and hit a 500% gain. I love to see it, and I can't wait to give out more of those. That's what it's all about. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. And put a 1 in the chat if you play Walmart. Let me know. And I haven't eaten, y'all, so I apologize. But I got a meeting here in a couple minutes. My wife just hooked me up. I gotta take a few bites. I'm just reading comments, all right? And we're gonna get into a rapid fire analysis right after this bite right here. My wife's a goat in the kitchen. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to y'all. Hey, who's that? Sag Talk. Shout out to you, big dog, for playing the play. Get a couple more like that and become a member. We'd love to have you over there. All right. Okay. So we're done with the analysis. I did call a SPY play. I'm not going to go over that. I can if somebody requests SPY as the rapid fire analysis, but we're going to get into that right now. So let's go. What chart you want me to see? I think Shelly said Amazon. I'm going to hit that right away. Please have your, please have in mind what you want me to cover. Okay. And then if you want, please add context on whether it's a trade, options play, or just a long-term position that you're looking to get into. Let me know some context so I can kind of help with this a little bit. Okay. So we're going to go with a blank slate. Make sure I got some good. Okay. And Q was printing. AMZN. All right. So I don't really need to do much, but I will. At the end of the day, when I look at Amazon, it fell below a known demand zone for me. So if we come back up here to retest the 185.32, but we fail to break it, then we are going down. Where are we going down to? Well, let's find out on this episode of Rapid Fire Chart Analysis with Stocks for Rail. Let's go. All right, so all right, I gotta hurry up. Oh, there's no weekly. So I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna take a quick look, and then we're gonna kind of get into it. Okay. So let's get rid of that. Some of this stuff gets kind of boring, but it is what it is. I'm just trying to do what I can with what I can as fast as I can. Man, we already fell below this level. So, okay. Yep. All right. All right, so essentially for me, looking at Amazon, right? Hold up, almost done. Yeah. Okay. So if you're looking at Amazon, y'all, essentially we're not looking good, obviously, right? So if we fail, like I said, if we fail to crack this 185, it's gonna be kind of rough. But the real target to try to get above to be bullish is right here, 187.07. Okay, so we could don't get too excited if you see us run through demand. Okay. Like, you want to be bullish, but you have to be looking for bullish momentum going into this. But if you're seeing volume going down as we go in, then as we approach 187, then there's a strong chance that this is just going to be rejected, and we could very well get all the way down to 174. I have no idea what's going to happen with the market, but the next target, yep, this is not a class, but the next target would be 180.56, and I'll give this right now. So take profit target 1. So here's a play for y'all, okay? And y'all can thank Shelly because she asked about it, but I do see this as a potential play. So what we're looking for on Amazon is a rejection here, either at 187 or 185. I already explained to you what I'm looking for at these levels, but you also need to understand price action and patterns. You can take it a step further and look into volume profile, but as of right now, I'm looking to see what it does at these levels. And what I like to do is set alarms or alerts, so I am prepared, or my attention is brought to this stock when that time comes. So I can go in here and I can say, consider puts if weakness. I know what weakness is. I don't need to define it here. Same here. If volume slows as approach, puts. So if y'all want to know how to like kind of stay in this game, that's kind of helpful. I don't do that often, but I do it sometimes. Okay, so that's Amazon. Hopefully that helps. All right, what time is it? Hold up, I might have to go soon. Let me see. All right, the moment my doorbell rings, I gotta go. All right, so let's see what we got. Please consider becoming a member. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and notification. I don't spam content. I'm not gonna give you like 5 videos a day, because I don't care about those algos. This is not what my channel is about. I'm here to help and provide value in the little time that I have. I'm a busy guy. All right, so Uber. Okay, so Roll Live says Uber. Before that was SoFi. Man, I cover SoFi so much. So Denise, like, I want to do SoFi, but I have like a whole 30 videos on SoFi, so I'm gonna pass on that for now. But if you're an Orca, Angler, or Megalodon, let me know in the next live stream and I'll cover that. Uber, we covered Uber before, but let's do it again. Come on, load up. All right, so for the longest, I think I had Uber coming down to 63.54. Somebody in this group has been bullish on Uber, and I keep telling them that we're trading within a pattern, but every time we do stuff, we break out. Look, I drew this up and then we broke out. So Uber is a pretty easy stock to trade, just because it's been range bound for so long, right? So I just don't know what the contracts look like, and quite frankly, I don't know if I care, because I just, it looks dumb. I don't like Uber, but whatever. That's for me. But anyway, you see the range we're trading in, and now we're kind of in the middle here, floating, and it's trying to pick a direction. So if you're looking to trade Uber, then I am not hopping into this stock where it is. I would be, anytime I'm looking at this stock, I would be looking for the maximum opportunity. And your maximum opportunity is going to be the zones that you see here. You're looking for the bottoms and the tops, and then just playing it, right? It's gonna have these false breakouts, breakdowns and breakouts, right? But you're waiting for momentum to slow, and you're waiting for these pullbacks to happen, rejections in all occasions, right? Before you take off and you do your thing. But right now, where it is, I'm not touching Uber until it hits. I mean, if I was touching Uber until we run down to 65.40, and then or up to 78.67. I'd be looking to see what price action is doing at these levels. Are we rejecting? Are we breaking through? Do we have bullish momentum? Is there price action that's rejecting this level? Like, what's going on? You have to understand that, but I'm not playing. Hold up, let me just show you this. This is a no trade zone, more so the middle, right? But all this negative space is considered like a dark hole for me, because from here to here, I'm not trading it at all. Nope, not gonna happen. So bring it to front, and we there. I'm not doing it. Hopefully that helps. All right, so what else we got? Thanks for playing Walmart one time and finish re-ups. Let's go. All right, BAC for swing options. I like it. Thank you so much for adding some context to what you are looking for. Who is that? SAG, appreciate you. BAC, slow moving in my opinion, but it is what it is. So we're gonna just keep this short and sweet. Let's go out to my weekly. This is hit is double top. Okay. Where are you? Here's my box edge. So this is kind of the same thing I feel about Uber is how I feel about this, right? So I don't like it. If you've had success with BAC, awesome, but I don't like it. Again, what to tell you on this? Okay, so here's how I see it. Come on, dude. Come on, computer. Okay, give me a minute as I look at this. I don't want to spend too much time on BAC, but I'm going to give you what I can. Come on. So we got demand, easy to figure out on that, and we got supply for the most part. Supply. Zoom in on this. Let's get my supply where I want it, right? Okay, boom, and reset. Where's my stuff? Oh, we way off. All right, so if you see my chart, right, we're way away from supply and demand. So that just tells me, like, you can see what's going on. Like, it's just chop. It's chop here, but this is like accumulation, right? And now we have chop here, but it's a distribution on like a downtrend. So it all makes sense. But if you're playing in this negative space, then you're looking for these patterns, like you know, descending channels waiting for a breakout, right? That's what you're looking for in these. Right, so, but ultimately, same thing here, okay? It's a horrible channel. Hold up. All right, so something like that. You got your channel is trading in, but the moment it breaks out, look what happens. And you just got to pay attention to stuff like this when you're trading and just look for it. So it came out of this channel, it came back to retest, right? The ascending line of previous support, right? It gave you a nice little hammer, inverted hammer, and then you had your downside. Like this right here, this bar would have been your indicator to hop into a short with your stop loss being right above it, right? Essentially. So, but I guess if you're looking for a play, what did you say? Swing options, right? If you're looking for a play, I'm not trading in this zone because this is a very choppy, low volume area. I would be looking to hop into a play in demand or in supply. Okay, I'm not gonna show you a volume profile because I already know what it looks like just looking at this chart. So, and for me, it looks like it's gonna be a double distribution type of situation. So anyway, where it's just throwing back and forth. So you might as well play the high and the low. All right, Amazon, we already did Amazon. Actually, the day I become a member, I saw the WMT play on YouTube, and hey, let's go. Hey, the moment you paid to be a member, it paid for itself. So shout out to you, Alex. Another previous play you posted was $300 Tesla. Let's go. All right, I almost bought into when it was near 260. I missed the boat, but it would have paid money. Yeah, you know, we can't catch every play, but guess what? We'll always have another one straight. So thank you for sharing that. Call option play. Flex. 1 second, Flex. I gotta text this dude. ETA. All right. STLA. What the heck is STLA? Oh, I think my appointment's here, y'all. I think my appointment's here. All right. So with this, I'm not even gonna give you much on STLA because I want you to do something. This looks like a new company. It is. I want you to look at this right now because I'm about to be done, and then go look at SoFi on the weekly. Go look at the beginning of SoFi. Go look at the beginning of Amazon. Go look at the beginning of this, and then let me know what you see. That's all I can really say right now. Essentially, though, you are at a key level, and this is the floor. But my wife's gonna come get me soon, so I'm gonna be having to get off. Hold up. Yeah, babe. Okay, I'll be there in just a moment. Thank you. All right, so this zone right here that you see, I'm gonna give you the number so you can see it, right? This is your buy zone, okay? If we break this floor of 1040, then look out below. I have no idea. It's just like a falling knife. So yeah, just be careful. But if you see us wick out of this, then you might be on a good long, at least to 1387. So, all right. Can you do? I don't have time, John. I'm sorry, Brooke. All right. So I gotta go, but I will tune in later. If you remember, for anglers and megalodons, I will see you tonight on the live stream. All right. This is Dr. Pharrell. Take care.